The MK party, Mr. Nhleko, for speaking such sweet things about the EFF and the black unity and how much they want to include the EFF in this conquest of them preaching about black unity, black political forces coming together. It's good when you say it in words, but in practical terms, in reality, it's not easily implementable unless maybe people are voting for something in common in parliament or voting for something in common in the legislature and standing together and raising the flag of voting for the poor, marginalized black people. But coming together and becoming one thing, working together, marching together, I hardly see that happening anytime soon. But I want you guys to listen to the man. Listen here.
There was a question about the characterization of the EFF. I suspect it's from the Eyewitness News. Now, EFF, we don't view it as an enemy. For instance, it's part of the strategic formations. So when we say, for instance, that ourselves as MK, we stand for the unity amongst African and black parties, in that definition, we also include the EFF. So we will still pursue, and I think it also ties to the question that the gentleman in the front also raised, the question of pursuing our policy stance on the question of rallying a front of all African and black-based parties towards a common goal, which is reclaiming our dignity and reclaiming our land and reclaiming our humanity. So that's our stance with regards to the EFF.
Of course, the MK party is leading in the banner of black unity. We want to unite black political forces, like we heard Mr. Nhleko. It sounds good, it sounds all nice, to say these things. But let's not forget that there's people in the MK party who has made it their daily bread to misunderstand the EFF, to judge and mischaracterize the EFF. Some is even very high caliber of people known in the social media space. We know Mr. Nhleko, any chance he gets to ridicule the EFF, to speak bad about the EFF, is gonna do it. So he's also MK party, but his actions don't resemble trying to come together with the EFF. There's people like Mpho Murolane, the ex-member of the EFF, who has made it his daily bread, his daily prayer, to speak very horrible and very bad about the EFF every time he gets a chance, and its leadership, he likes to ridicule it. So it's all good for Mr. Nhleko to say all of these things, but putting it into practical terms, even for their own members, to want to admit this is going to be happening the way the man is saying, it's difficult because there's plenty of people who wouldn't agree. Not even forgetting the young man, a very radical young man. Let's not even speak about him. It's fine, it's cool. But there's no problem. Me, I don't have a problem with these parties voting together, standing together, believing in something together, and deciding to put their differences aside on other things and just focus on one thing which they all agree on and put their all energy on. That one I have no problem with. But I will tell you the only problem I have is when the unity is full of lies, when people are acting like they want to unite with you so bad, but when they get a chance, they start speaking bad about you. When you make a mistake, when you do something they don't like, they want to use that against you. They want to bargain using your mistakes to make you, in the public eye, seem as if you are a bad person to this black revolution and they are the good guy. I don't agree with that. And we've seen that a lot happening, whether from the EFF side towards the MK party, the MK party side towards the EFF. So, in a way, This forced black unity is going to be pretentious, putting a bunch of people together, bunch of people who secretly hate themselves, but for the show, the public show, they have to smile and act like they are one. That doesn't sit well with me. I don't want people who don't like each other, who are not loyal to each other, who easily betray, who snake each other, who speak very bad and gossip about each other in secret, to be leading this revolution we so believe in as black young people. I don't want it to happen like that. So that's why I advocate for independent political parties retaining their independence, contesting elections independently. And then when there's a common mission to put the black people first, they all come together and follow that mission. That one I have no problem with. But destroying political parties to come under one banner, I don't agree with that one. That one I will never stand for. Like, I don't think anyone would agree with that. That everyone must just come under the MK party. So, it's all good to speak, about these things. It's all sweet and nice. But the people on the ground, there's a lot of MK party people who speak very bad about the EFF, guys. There's a lot of MK party people who have made it their daily bread to wake up every day, tweet horrible things, type horrible things on Facebook, TikTok, do horrible content against the EFF. There's plenty of those people. And the same applies to the EFF people. There's plenty of EFF people who do the same. So, it wouldn't be fair to victimize the EFF and make them seem as if they are the ones against the unity. There's plenty of MK party people who reject this unity too. So, it's very unfortunate the world we live in. It's very scary times, it's very crazy times, whereby this conversation about black unity is used so loosely, even by YouTubers. So loose. Yeah, black unity, let's unite. Hey, we need to unite. Unite on what? Unite to do what? For the land? Yeah, we don't need to destroy political parties to unite for the land. Different political parties can gather their different votes, their different seats, and vote and change the constitution. Unite on what else? Building black institutions. We don't need to even get power for us to build black institutions. We don't even need to unite as different political parties to build black institutions. MK party can build their own schools in favor of black people. And then those schools, everyone goes to those schools, doesn't matter what political party you come from. Same as applies to the EFF. So let's not complicate this thing and make it seem as if they come together, these people, then it'll be Jesus Christ come back type of moment. We all know there will be a lot of corruption. There will be a lot of stealing there. There will be a lot of egos. There will be a lot of position mongering. There will be a lot of political killings. You see in the MK party already in KZN, how the MK party getting so much votes is creating such a big hole in people because they want power so bad. They're willing to kill each other. So that can easily happen when these different political parties unite so bad forcefully. So I'm just saying, it is what it is, Maybe I'm not making sense, but so bona phambili. Thank you.